Everyone stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we go live, tap the bell. Go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up. We're just getting things kicked off. We have the S&P's down 15, the Dow's down 82, NASDAQ down 61, gold's up 5, volatility's up, VIX is up. What's going on, Roger, Jeff, Manchild, Red Dust, Sarah, Jack, Faiz? What's going on? What's going on this morning? Trying to let's see here. Benito. Seems like YouTube's running a little slow here. Worst Santa Claus rally ever. Well, Red Dust, technically the Santa rally is over. Arctic Wolf, long time no see, man. Right now, I mean, it's kind of interesting. We have SPY coming to 367, but kind of like what I pointed out in last night's video, the reason why I didn't really do a whole lot, I mean, if we look over the last month and a half or so, we're maintaining range, as you can see here. The high end, 375 area, 373, low end, 365. So right now, the way that I saw it, it just so happened that they took it all in one day, is they snapped it back down to the bottom of the range. It was tipping the top, could have broke out, but they snapped it down to the bottom of the range. You can see right here, back in December, it was 366, 367, 365. In November, we kind of clawed out of that a little bit. November was a better month, but as you can see, in November started off, this October. November, where's November? November started, I don't know, why is this like this? November started right here when we had a pretty rocky end to October, so it was a pretty good sell-off. But even look at this sell-off compared, people are acting like we're going to die or something. This is just a normal pullback. It's not that big yet. Now we'll see. I mean, is this going to be the kind of the pullback that we had back in October? The thing is about that, we had a pretty ginormous run up into September and October, but so that's the way I kind of see it right now, and that's why I kind of hung back yesterday. I didn't trade yesterday. I kind of was just watching the market, seeing what it was going to do. I'm like, okay, is this going to be a real sell-off? Are they going to do a V-shaped recovery? But looking at the 1 year chart, especially on SPY, they just snapped it back into range. They tried to get out of range, snap back into range, and it's sitting, literally sitting right near the 10-day moving average. So this is where it's been for the past week and a half, anyways. If you use the 10-day moving average, sure, could it come down to 360? Sure, So we'll see what happens. But right now, I mean, obviously, we have a few things in the market moving events this week. Obviously, first off is the Georgia Senate runoffs. So I guess we'll find out what happens. If Democrats win, we'll give Biden an edge. If Republicans win, we'll give Biden a harder time when he's in office. He won't be able to do the things that he wants to do. Just not freely. So, we'll see what happens here. I mean, it's still too early to tell kind of what's happening. So just watch and see what happens. Nice picture. It's always fun. It's always funny to me, what pictures they use of Trump or Biden, on the media outlets is just kind of funny. Samir, how you doing, Jose? Other market moving event just to be aware of. The Fed minutes are coming out. Just a reminder, Fed minutes are coming out on Wednesday. So we have the Fed meeting minutes will be coming out at 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So just be mindful of that situation. Blue means higher capital gains tax. Well, I mean, we don't really know what they want to do. Excuse me. I mean, man. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't really know. I don't really know what Biden's plan is for capital gains. I know that he wants to tax higher income people that are making, $400K or so, but other than that, like, I don't think he's specifically said like we're gonna go to a higher capital gains tax. I know that he did say that he wants to tax people that make like 400,000 or more, or was it 350, somewhere around there. It was, it was a decent amount of coin. It wasn't like if you make 50 grand, he's gonna tax you more. He wants the rich to pay more. At this point, red is traumatizing rather than seeing it as a buying opportunity. Yeah, I mean, I think that the way that they did it yesterday, I mean, if you look at SPY, I mean, every candle on here was red, deep red. But like, if you think about it, like, that's why I try to scale back out a little bit and say, okay, what is the bigger picture here? What's actually happening? And the bigger picture, really, like, nothing's happening. It just snapped back. The problem is they just took it back all in one day. EV had a good day yesterday. I mean, even NKLA yesterday had a good day. It was just like NKLA. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know how this stock is still above $10, but here we are. Semis, yeah. Even though Johnny, like AMD took a major hit, Intel took a major hit. MU took a major hit, but like EV was really getting pumped. NKLA was up, NIO was up. Now, if NIO, what I'm looking at, I sold my NIO yesterday because it was getting a little toppy up in here. I do think it's gonna, if it could fall back to 50, 51, I think I'd like to position myself for February. So January had a pretty good position on. If I can position myself for February, but I guess it kind of all depends what happens. And also with the Georgia runoffs, I mean, I think that we're going to be expecting higher volatility, or at least that's what the market is expecting. I mean, if we look at VXX, it's a little bit higher this morning. VIX up $1.50, up at 28.29. I'm going to be looking to potentially get short VIX here, soon, hopefully, kind of see what happens. But I think that we need this election to get over with, But I think I might want to look at selling some calls in VIX and kind of play that way above 30. I mean, if it cracks 30, that would be great if you're trying to sell calls in VIX. QS bounce day. Yeah, that was down 40% yesterday. 40%. I mean, it's a little bit lower right now. Hit 45, but dang. I mean, I had a pretty good day yesterday. The stocks that I had, Lululemon and NIO. Now, Lululemon also was doing pretty well. I mean, it ripped up here to 356. It's at 355 right now. So I'll probably be down a little bit on the position. Where I'm getting hurt right now, and where, like, I didn't play any defense yesterday. Where I'm getting hurt right now, obviously Penn and Peloton are hurting my portfolio right now. So I gotta work on a way to balance these out. I made almost $500 yesterday, but I need to really concentrate on what I want to do here. And then Snow is a credit put spread, is way underwater. So these three trades in here, we got to worry about. MVIS, I'm down on, but my break even's $5. Well, it's down now. Break even's $5. So selling some puts in here. And then Space, my Virgin Galactic, my break even is like $22.50. I'm selling the 23 put here. It's now under 23. My break even's 22. Was it 22? What did I get for this thing? No, $1.35. So my break even is $21.65. So as long as Virgin Galactic or Space stays above $21.65, we'll be good. Now, MVIS under 5, going to be a little pressure. Probably going to get assigned the stock here, and going to have to sell calls against my position here. So, we're in for a little bit of a ride here in January. I mean, nothing to be concerned about, but some situations I'm going to have to trade my way out of. James, FUBO. FUBO. Yeah, I mean, as long as the bounce can stick. I mean, it's bouncing hard here after, how many days? I mean, it sold out for a week or so. I mean, I feel like the market is gonna, personally, I feel like the market wants to do a bait and switch, and that's why I'm not, heavily short or anything like that. I'm not, laying in short. I think that it's going to try to suck in bears, and I actually thought the market was going to do this, the weeks leading up to the new year, and it didn't. And then it happened, obviously happened yesterday. Now the question is, do they continue pounding that, or are they going to buy the dip, BA and GALD bounce area. Yeah, BA's tough. BA's in a tough situation. I think, with the additional fear, I would say, of the new coronavirus strain, and England locking down and Japan wanting to lock down. And my question is, what do you guys think? When Biden, or if Biden becomes president and that whole thing, do you think that he'll lock down for if there's a new strain that's spreading rapidly? You know what I mean? Do you think that he's going to do that? Do you think that we know Trump won't. But if Biden's president, I was thinking about this last night or yesterday. Will he lock down like England, like Boris Johnson? Will he, we know that Biden is going to be aggressive on the virus stance because, he's already criticizing Trump on the vaccine rollout. He's already, criticizing Trump on obviously handling the pandemic in general. So he's going to want to make a point that he can better handle it than obviously Trump did. So we'll see. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about oh man, if we already in Cuomo, New York already said that the new strain is in New York. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think that's a threat to what we're doing in terms of recovery? You guys think that's a threat to, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that's my biggest concern in January right now, is if let's say the virus gets out of control again, vaccine rollout's not going so well, the shutdown, a lockdown. That's my biggest concern. So that's why I'm going to kind of not trade as many swing trading, not have so many swing trades available going into February, because I don't want to get stuck in the middle. You just don't want to get stuck swing trading too much and getting stuck in the middle of that. Mask mandate. Yeah, I don't know. It's not to be political or anything, but this is a threat to the stock market, and what we're doing as traders is, we saw the last lockdown, what that recovery was like, what that dip was like. Will it be the same thing? I don't know. Will the price, will Wall Street not care as much? Will, obviously, stocks like Zoom and stuff. Zoom was actually up pretty good yesterday. This thing flew from 338 to 360. But it didn't give you much time to get in here. And then I don't know if you really want to buy this. This Zoom yesterday, that's a very scary chart on Zoom yesterday. That is definitely look like things are falling apart and then automatically pivots. I mean, I guess you could have bought this, but yeah, I mean, I don't want lockdown either, but we have to, as traders, we have to account for things that are outside of our control and make sure that we're not overexposing our portfolio, our risk. Like, that's what I'm worried about, is deploying too much risk when the future is not as clear. If the future is not as clear, I don't want to put that much risk up. Now, if the future is like blue skies ahead, freaking load the boat. You know what I mean? But I think that we potentially, with this new strain and with Biden, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Yo, Benito. Here in Miami, people don't care. Public places full. Yo, chill, just. Yeah, well, I'm not really concerned about what the public thinks. I want to know what the president wants to do. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I want to go to Florida really bad, but but it's freaking inches of snow here. My deck is frozen. Things are bad here in Chicago. But yeah, if you guys are just joining, say what up. If you guys can do me the favor, hit the like button. We're just kind of talking about the different scenarios and things that I'm thinking about moving ahead into January with the presidency, with the virus, with everything that we have going on. Well, in Illinois, guys, just so you guys know, if you guys are in Texas and Florida, if you guys in Illinois are some of the strictest, I mean, we got restaurants, everything's closed, but Target's packed out, grocery stores are packed out. I don't know, Home Depot's packed out. Businesses are going out of business left and right here in Illinois. I don't know if Illinois is going to survive the pandemic, but the good news is for our governor, Biden is most likely going to get in office, and hopefully he gets a check from the government because Trump wouldn't give him anything. is the situation. Even though we legalize weed with a 40% tax, we still don't have money. So Netflix, I was actually surprised with Netflix yesterday. I don't know if anyone here is trading Netflix, but I thought Netflix, because we had Zoom and some of these other COVID stocks going up, Netflix and Peloton really didn't move. Netflix came down pretty hard, but it's come back down into range. I mean, it still looks pretty bullish, but as you can see here, snap back down into the range where the 10-day moving average is. Netflix was downgraded. I remember seeing that. I can take a look here. I don't remember seeing Netflix downgraded. I don't see it here. I could look at it later. Man. But the banks are running up. If we look at the banks here, JP Morgan, they're running up pretty strong here. Goldman Sachs. So I think the banks could be a very, very good play. I think JP Morgan and Bank of America have a bit more to run, so maybe sell some puts in Bank of America. However, I don't want to get stuck here. like that's the thing. Like right now, I'm kind of like in a tough spot with my portfolio. It's like, okay, I want to commit these trades, but at the same time, we're coming up on a transfer of power, and a lot of different things could happen. And then we have the Georgia runoffs today, so Roku. Yeah, Roku. Now, Roku didn't. I mean, Roku came back down under the 10-day. It was riding it up pretty nice. Is it going to snap back? Let's see. It needs to be bought here. We need a double bottom here on Roku. We need it right here. Double bottom, rip back up to 320 area, 330 area. I mean, it could happen, but I feel like. I don't know if it was just the people in our Discord or what, or I think everyone was really confused at like what was happening, like yesterday. I mean, did you guys feel the same way? People were like, I don't understand what's happening. So when you don't understand what's happening, like you need to scale back that risk. You need to not put trades on. Like if you don't understand what's happening in the market, you just got to be like, okay, let's just wait and see. That's why I was like, okay, let's see where this thing shakes out. Are we going to have a 1,000-point down day on the Dow? Or are they going to take it out like that? I mean, it was down like 700 points at one time. And so that's really what, when the market changes, your mindset, your positioning, sizing, you also have to change with the market. You can't just keep doing the same things, same thing. Snow bounce on the way. Yo, I am, man child, I am looking, Snow has paid me pretty decent. So but man child, I am underwater on this position. So if we look at Snow, I am underwater. There's only about $70 left in this trade. So we'll see if we can get Snow to bounce here. I only have till next week. Thankfully, if we look over the last, 60 days on Snow P&L, I'm up about $1,100 over the last 60 days just on Snow. So even if I lose $200 to $300 on here, I'm still going to be covered. But I'm going to have to make, as you can see here, where I've made the money was obviously I had an Iron Condor for earnings. But just naked calls have been paying out. Naked calls have been paying out. The credit put spread not paying out. So here's a naked call. Here's a naked call. Here's a naked call, and then this was an Iron Condor. So I gotta see. I gotta see what I want to do here. I do want to play the bounce to 300 if possible, but I don't want to catch the knife on Snow. Roku, like I was saying, it needs a pivot. It needs a pivot here. Square also. Square's down a little bit pre-market right now, 218. Looks like it wants to make a bounce up. I don't know if this is going to be. I don't know if it's the 10 days acting as resistance now. If it's gonna, it got rejected here yesterday. So Square I'm eyeing as well for potential recovery back up to 240 area, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Thoughts on FedEx? So I haven't traded FedEx since earnings, and the biggest issue that I had with FedEx is that they didn't give a guidance on their last earnings, and that's what's killing their stock. As you can see here, they had earnings here on December 21st, and it's been nothing. Now, I think that FedEx is going to crush it this holiday season with all the packages, still with COVID. Everyone's doing everything remote. So I think FedEx is going to crush it. But what happened was, if this dips majorly, like if this dips down to like 220, 200, I will look to get long heavily. But the problem was they didn't issue guidance, and it's kind of spooked investors is the issue. So I haven't been wanting to buy this, but I don't want to short it either because I think that they've done amazing. Oh, Roger, thanks, man. So that's kind of my Prey Reaper. That's kind of my thoughts on FedEx. I like FedEx, but I don't like where we're at right now. Could it bounce here? Absolutely. But there may be more downside. Market's going to be opening in 3 minutes. I mean, we have the S&P's down 7. So we're relatively flat right now at open. Dow's down 15. NASDAQ down 33. So, I think, are we going to see a flurry of buyers at open here? I don't think people are, at least I'm not. I don't think that I'm scared of anything other than, potential lockdown. Is that what the market's reacting to? I don't know. I think the market would have reacted to that already, but it seems like, with England and with Japan getting serious about it, I'm guessing the U.S., when Biden becomes president, that they're going to, take it up a notch here. CRM again. CRM is chilling. CRM is at that 220 magnet. I don't know if anyone's trading it. It's at 219 right now. But, dipped down to 215 yesterday, still at 220, so we'll see what happens. It's just been chilling here for quite a while, so we'll see if we can break up to the 240 area. I'm looking to go long on CRM, but need to have patience with this one because it could consolidate for quite some time. Amazon also ripped people a new one yesterday. It just obliterated a lot of people. People were sending messages on Facebook and stuff like that. It's like what's happened to my call? But the thing was, it had an amazing pop from 3160 up to 3345. Almost a $200 move here. Gave it all back up. I mean, it's still a good entry right in here. So when you're trading stocks that are consolidating for a long time, you have to be very careful and picking your entry very carefully. You got to pick your entry. You can't just randomly be like, oh, it's going up. Throw it in there. You got to, when you see a stock like this or a chart like this, you got to have your entries be right because you're going to get lost in the chop. It's going to chop and you're going to lose. If you buy up here, if you buy up here and it chops, you're going to lose money. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Buy down here, buy below, you're okay. You know, buyers down in here, there's buyers down in here. Just what I think the biggest thing in this market and what people are about to find out in 2021, especially if we're on a bull run or whatever, you got to practice a lot of patience. The market doesn't move like it did in 2020 on an every year basis. The market was moving fast in 2020, right? The market doesn't normally move like that. You have to use patience. You have to use discipline. You can't just like buy and hope, you know, like it doesn't work. Like hope's not a strategy. Biggest question is what they do with my boy Jack Ma. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like where in the world is Jack Ma? Alibaba's up a little bit, but I think that I don't know what's causing these spikes here on Alibaba. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. I've been staying away from Alibaba because it's scary. Oh, what did come out last night was where we're at. What did come out was interesting is the New York Stock Exchange says it will no longer delist 3 Chinese telecom giants, China Telecom, China Mobile, and China Unicom. 4 days earlier, the New York Stock Exchange said it planned to drop those listings to comply with a November executive order from President Trump. Trump sought to bar American companies and individuals from investing in firms that allegedly aid the Chinese military. So this is a big thing. And I don't know if this has anything to do with Alibaba and Jack Ma, but it is kind of interesting that this is coming out, you know, a day after it was reported that Jack Ma has been missing for 2 months and you know, Western media has just figured out that Jack Ma was missing. He's missing things. So we don't know what's going to happen. We do not know what is going to happen. All right. So market has just opened up. Market just opened up. S&P's turned green, up by 75 cents. Dow turned green, up by 34 points. NASDAQ is still red at down 6. Russell's up 6. Yeah, Alibaba's moving. Yeah, we got Snow moving. Snow could be a good recovery play if I can get a good entry on it. I don't want to buy this open. Part of me wants to buy this open, but I don't want to buy the open. Plus, it would break my rule. So I'm not gonna buy the open. Let's see what else we got going on here. We got Penn is up 70 cents. Apple's making a push. Penn's making a push. That's good. We need Penn a little bit higher. Man, Apple 130 in just a few minutes there. Apple went from red to green. I don't want to get too excited about this open here. Lululemon, guys. Lululemon is pushing 360 right now. Let's go, Lululemon. I mean, I'm not doing bad on the daily. Like my P&L daily, I'm not doing so bad. Not up that much. But I'm not making up for what is lost in Penn and Peloton. I mean, I took gains on NIO yesterday, so we'll see. What's NIO doing? Yeah, this is my current P&L right now. So I need to figure out something for Penn and Peloton. Probably gonna try to do some day trades. Yeah, Lululemon was a good buy last week. I've been holding this last week. I am in the January 29th expiration for Lululemon, so I hope they rip this way up. Actually, I'd be happy with 365, 370 area on Lululemon. I don't want to get too greedy. Yeah, I probably shouldn't push beyond 370. If it hits 370, should be good. I mean, it could go up more, but I mean that's always the case. It could always go up more. You know what I mean? Like any stock, you gotta be happy with your gains. I mean, to make money. Wow, I mean, it's just kind of crazy, but we'll see. I mean, right now, let's see what Peloton's kind of moving a little bit up. NIO, yeah, let's. I think what I want to have, I don't know. What do you guys think about Neo Battery Day? Was it Battery Day? What are they NIO Day? I don't even know what it's called, but they're gonna announce a new car and stuff, but. That really screwed everybody on Tesla's battery day. However, NIO is expected to announce a new car. But if NIO can come low enough, I'd like to get a February entry. But it's coming into my buy zone right now. You know, I do like NIO here. What can we do? What can we do on NIO? The problem with February expiration is that February expiration they have $5 wide, like $5 wide, but I think I'm going to be looking at something like this. Credit put spread 50-55, I think. Somewhere around there. We'll see. We'll see. I don't like the $5 wide, but it's not bad. I mean, I generally trade $5 wide spreads anyways, so we'll see. We'll see. But it's getting they need some more strikes. Do they have more strikes out in here? I didn't reload February. No, they don't have any on, you know. Okay. So I might be looking at like something like that. QS. Yeah, that really ripped, but it got rejected here as a potential double top in the 1 minute. So we'll see if that can snap back. Okay, so I think yeah, we'll see what happens. We shall see. Market, all market, NASDAQ, S&P, Dow's green now. So, you know, kind of see what happens here. All right, I sold the pop on Lulu. I didn't want to wait. I sold the pop on Lulu. I made 455 realized on Lululemon just now. So that's good. Now I got to figure out these other guys here, but look for some new trades. DoorDash is still pinned at 140. Penn's making a push. Penn's up $1.30. Peloton's making a push. We're getting some money back here, so we'll see. We'll see what we got some time on those contracts, so not too concerned right now. MVIS is holding. I need MVIS to hold 5. As long as MVIS holds 5, I get assigned. If I get assigned the stock, sell these back out, I'll still make a profit above 5. Anywhere above 5 is going to be good. I know I won't have to sell calls. I don't really want to own this stock. Oh, this just came out. All right. Whoa. That's not what I wanted to do. Where did it go? Just came out. Jack Ma's laying low. He's not missing. CNBC's David Faber reported Tuesday that the billionaire is not missing. According to a person familiar with the matter, instead, Ma has been laying low for the time being. Outlets including Wall Street Journal reported this week that Ma has not been seen in public since he spoke at a forum in late October, shortly after Ma's Ant Group saw its record-setting IPO suspended by stock exchanges. So maybe that's why it's reacting. Oh, here it is. Here's what's going on here. That's what they want you to think. But look, Alibaba's ripping. That is crazy. They knew ahead of time. Look, this spike up before market open. There's news incoming. News incoming. Excuse me. All right, so we're slowly getting. Man, this thing is really ripping right now. Let's see, what's Tesla doing? Yo, Airbnb is falling apart. I mean, it's just not holding. I mean, I think travel's going to be in trouble. What's Boeing doing? Boeing's up $4, but wouldn't be surprised if this fades. What are your thoughts on using Bloomberg Terminal to trade? Seems like it depends on what your size is. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You got to pay. It depends on what you want, like what you want to invest in your trading business. And Bloomberg Terminal, what is it, like $20,000 a year? So it depends on what size. Obviously it's a great platform, but it depends on what you want to invest in your business on a yearly basis. It's all up to what you want to cost. What you think that your trades are worth. What do you think it's worth to you to invest in a platform like that? If it makes sense to you, do it. If it doesn't, then it's not. You got to think about business. You got to think about the business sense is does it make sense for your business to purchase that? Is it going to help your business or is it going to hurt your business? It just cost you money. If you're asking the answers. Like when you're trading, you got to think about anything as a business expense. What does Tastyworks cost you? What does the computer that I trade on cost me? What does my internet cost me? What does Thinkorswim cost? What does this cost? And you have to figure out at what size do you need to be break even by buying all those things, and will it help you and give you an edge in the market? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. It's different for everybody's strategy. Everyone's strategy's different. Everyone trades differently. I know a lot of us trade the same stocks, but we may all trade the same stocks, but put on a way different strategy. All right, snow is looking good, bro. Snow is looking good. It's really pushing. But we'll see. We'll see if it stops here. Apple's looking great. I bet call buyers are getting real nervous. Call buyers were getting real nervous at open today. Like, no gap up. I think things are going pretty well. Facebook's up $1.55. Snap is back above 50. It came down to 48, bounced yesterday. Snap is doing well. I don't know if anyone here trades that. Twitter got an upgrade today too. Twitter got an upgrade. Had a little bit of a flush this morning, but it's popping back up. But yeah, let's get Peloton. Let's get Peloton back up. Come on, Peloton above 150 is ideal for me. Peloton above 150. Like for me, Ethan, it doesn't really, I don't think that it would give me an edge for my strategy. Like Tastyworks is sufficient for what I need. And the cost is pretty affordable. Even though I trade a decent amount, the commissions are not, the commissions are low. Tastyworks could definitely charge more. I hope they don't, but they could, and their customers would understand too. Now, I mean, you know, you don't want commissions to be out of control, but you know, for serious traders, you're willing to pay for a platform that will work, and that's probably why Ethan, you use what you're using, you know. But for me, I don't find that it would be beneficial for me to do that unless, you know, unless we're moving millions or something like that I need that speed. But I also don't have fiber, so so you know. All right, so we're kind of recovering a little bit here. I did sell Lululemon off. Penn and Peloton making some money back in here, making some money back in snow, making some money back here in space. Virgin Galactic's going okay. MVIS, we're still above break even, so that's good. So that's kind of the situation right now. So going to be looking for some day trades. I'm probably not going to be loading up too many swing trades until after Biden is in office, because I just want to be careful with, you know, what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. So if I don't understand what's going to happen, I minimize my risk. I reduce my risk. So I'm going to pop off here, guys. You guys have a great trading day. You know, stay safe. Don't get greedy. Don't let FOMO set in. It's the second day of 2021. You got all year to prove yourself. Just take it easy, one trade at a time. Concentrate. And as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.